What's your full name?
My full name is Sarah Elizabeth Johnson. I go by Sarah in most situations.
How old are you?
I'm 29 years old. I was born on March 5, 1995.
Where are you from?
I'm from Austin, Texas. It's a vibrant city known for its live music scene.
What do you do for a living?
I work as a graphic designer for a marketing agency. I create visual content for various advertising campaigns.
What's your educational background?
I have a bachelor's degree in graphic design from the University of Texas. I also completed a certification in digital marketing.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have one younger brother named Alex. He's studying computer science at a local college.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
One of my favorite memories is going camping with my family every summer. We'd spend time hiking and roasting marshmallows by the campfire.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a small town outside of Austin. It was a close-knit community with lots of outdoor activities.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, I have a golden retriever named Max. He's very friendly and loves playing fetch.
What languages do you speak?
I speak English fluently, and I'm also conversational in Spanish. I took Spanish classes throughout school and practice whenever I can.
What time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up around 6:30 a.m. I like to start my day early and have some quiet time before work.
What's the first thing you do in the morning?
The first thing I do is make a cup of coffee. It helps me wake up and get ready for the day ahead.
How do you commute to work/school?
I commute to work by car. It takes about 20 minutes, and I usually listen to a podcast during the drive.
What do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually have a smoothie with fruits, spinach, and yogurt, or sometimes a bowl of oatmeal with berries.
How do you spend your lunchtime?
I often bring a homemade salad to work and eat it at my desk. Occasionally, I'll go out to a local cafe with colleagues.
Do you prefer working in the morning or afternoon?
I prefer working in the morning. I find that I'm more productive and focused during the first few hours of the day.
What's your typical evening routine?
In the evening, I like to unwind by reading a book or watching a TV show. I usually have dinner around 7 p.m. and then relax for a bit before bed.
How do you wind down before bed?
I wind down by reading a chapter from a novel or practicing some light stretching. It helps me relax and prepare for sleep.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed around 10:30 p.m. I try to maintain a consistent bedtime to ensure I get enough rest.
Do you follow a specific routine on weekends?
On weekends, I like to sleep in a bit and then go for a run or have a leisurely breakfast. I also use the time to catch up on personal projects and relax.
What's your current job or field of study?
I'm currently working as a graphic designer, specializing in branding and digital media. I also have a degree in graphic design.
How did you choose your career or major?
I chose graphic design because I've always enjoyed drawing and creating visual content. I was inspired by the work of famous designers and wanted to pursue a career that involved creativity.
What's your favorite part of your job/studies?
My favorite part of my job is brainstorming and coming up with creative solutions for clients. I enjoy seeing a project evolve from an idea to a finished product.
What challenges do you face at work/school?
One challenge I face is managing multiple projects with tight deadlines. It requires careful planning and time management to ensure everything is completed on time.
Do you work from home or at an office?
I work from an office, but we have the option to work from home occasionally. I enjoy the collaborative environment of the office, but appreciate the flexibility of remote work.
How do you stay organized with your tasks?
I use project management tools like Trello to keep track of tasks and deadlines. I also maintain a daily to-do list to stay organized and focused.
Do you have a mentor or role model in your field?
Yes, I have a mentor who has been in the graphic design industry for over 20 years. Their guidance and experience have been invaluable to my professional growth.
What skills are you currently working on improving?
I'm currently working on improving my skills in UX/UI design and animation. I've been taking online courses to enhance my expertise in these areas.
How do you balance work and personal life?
I balance work and personal life by setting boundaries and making time for hobbies and relaxation. I also make an effort to disconnect from work outside of office hours.
What are your hobbies?
My hobbies include painting, hiking, and playing the guitar. I find these activities relaxing and fulfilling.
How did you get into your favorite hobby?
I got into painting during high school. I took an art class and found that I really enjoyed expressing myself through colors and brushstrokes.
What's a new hobby you'd like to try?
I'd like to try learning photography. I've always admired beautiful photographs and think it would be fun to capture moments and scenes through a lens.
Do you prefer indoor or outdoor activities?
I enjoy both indoor and outdoor activities. I like indoor activities such as reading and cooking, but I also appreciate spending time outdoors, especially hiking and exploring nature.
What's your favorite book or movie genre?
My favorite book genre is historical fiction. I enjoy stories set in different time periods and learning about history through novels. For movies, I love science fiction.
Do you play any musical instruments?
Yes, I play the guitar. I've been playing for several years and enjoy strumming and singing along to my favorite songs.
What's your favorite sport to watch or play?
My favorite sport to watch is soccer. I love the excitement of the game and follow several teams. I also enjoy playing tennis for exercise.
Do you enjoy cooking or baking?
I enjoy both cooking and baking. I find it rewarding to create delicious meals and try out new recipes in the kitchen.
What's a recent hobby you've picked up?
A recent hobby I've picked up is gardening. I've started growing herbs and flowers in my backyard, and it's been a relaxing and rewarding experience.
How do you stay motivated to pursue your interests?
I stay motivated by setting small goals and celebrating progress. I also seek inspiration from others who share similar interests and participate in related communities.
What's your favorite cuisine?
My favorite cuisine is Italian. I love the rich flavors of pasta dishes, pizza, and gelato.
Do you have any dietary restrictions?
I don't have any major dietary restrictions, but I try to limit my intake of processed foods and focus on eating a balanced diet.
What's your go-to comfort food?
My go-to comfort food is macaroni and cheese. It's a classic dish that always makes me feel cozy and satisfied.
Do you prefer cooking at home or eating out?
I prefer cooking at home because I enjoy trying new recipes and controlling the ingredients. However, I do like to eat out occasionally to try new restaurants.
What's your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant is a local Italian place called Bella Italia. They have amazing pasta and a great atmosphere.
How often do you try new recipes?
I try new recipes about once a week. I enjoy experimenting with different ingredients and cuisines to keep my meals exciting.
Do you like to experiment with new foods?
Yes, I enjoy experimenting with new foods. I'm always open to trying new dishes and flavors, especially when traveling.
What's your favorite beverage?
My favorite beverage is a cold brew coffee. I love the strong, rich flavor and the boost of energy it provides.
Do you prefer coffee or tea?
I prefer coffee, especially in the morning. I enjoy the variety of flavors and the caffeine kick it gives me.
What's a food you've always wanted to try?
I've always wanted to try authentic sushi in Japan. I've heard it's a completely different experience compared to what we have here.
What's the best place you've ever visited?
The best place I've ever visited is Kyoto, Japan. The blend of traditional temples, beautiful gardens, and delicious food made it a memorable trip.
Where would you like to travel next?
I'd love to travel to Iceland next. The stunning landscapes and natural wonders, like the Northern Lights, are very appealing.
Do you prefer traveling by car, plane, or train?
I prefer traveling by plane for long distances because it's faster. For shorter trips, I enjoy traveling by car because it allows for more flexibility.
What's your favorite travel destination?
My favorite travel destination is Barcelona, Spain. The architecture, vibrant culture, and beautiful beaches make it a fantastic place to visit.
How do you plan your trips?
I plan my trips by researching destinations online, creating an itinerary, and booking accommodations and activities in advance.
What's the most interesting cultural experience you've had?
The most interesting cultural experience I've had was participating in a traditional tea ceremony in Japan. It was a fascinating glimpse into Japanese culture.
Do you prefer traveling alone or with others?
I enjoy traveling with others because it's fun to share experiences and create memories together. However, I also value solo travel for the freedom and self-discovery it offers.
What's the longest trip you've ever taken?
The longest trip I've taken was a 2-week journey through Europe, where I visited multiple countries and explored various cities.
Do you have any travel tips?
One travel tip is to always carry a reusable water bottle and a portable charger. Staying hydrated and keeping your devices charged can make your trip more comfortable.
What's one place you'd love to visit again?
I'd love to visit Paris again. There's so much to see and do, and I'd like to explore more of the city and its surroundings.
How do you usually spend your weekends?
I usually spend my weekends relaxing and catching up on hobbies. I might go for a hike, visit friends, or just enjoy some downtime at home.
Do you like attending social events or parties?
I enjoy attending social events and parties, especially if I know the people there. It's a great way to connect and have fun.
What's your favorite way to spend time with friends?
My favorite way to spend time with friends is to have a casual get-together, like a dinner or a movie night. It's nice to relax and catch up in a laid-back setting.
Do you prefer hanging out in large groups or one-on-one?
I prefer hanging out one-on-one or in small groups. It allows for more meaningful conversations and a closer connection.
How do you stay in touch with friends and family?
I stay in touch with friends and family through regular phone calls, video chats, and social media. I also send occasional messages and updates.
What's your favorite social media platform?
My favorite social media platform is Instagram. I enjoy sharing photos and staying updated with friends' lives.
Do you enjoy hosting gatherings or attending them?
I enjoy both hosting and attending gatherings. Hosting allows me to create a fun environment for others, while attending gives me the chance to socialize and relax.
What's the best advice you've received from a friend?
The best advice I've received from a friend is to focus on what makes me happy and not to worry too much about others' opinions.
How do you handle disagreements with friends?
I handle disagreements by staying calm and addressing the issue directly. It's important to listen to each other's perspectives and find a resolution together.
What's your favorite way to celebrate special occasions?
My favorite way to celebrate special occasions is to have a small gathering with close friends and family, enjoy good food, and make lasting memories.
How often do you exercise?
I exercise about 4 times a week. I mix cardio workouts with strength training to stay fit.
What's your favorite type of workout?
My favorite type of workout is yoga. I enjoy the combination of stretching, strengthening, and relaxation.
Do you follow a specific diet or eating plan?
I follow a balanced diet that includes a variety of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. I try to limit processed foods and sugary snacks.
How do you stay motivated to stay fit?
I stay motivated by setting fitness goals and tracking my progress. I also enjoy working out with a friend, which makes it more enjoyable.
What's your go-to healthy snack?
My go-to healthy snack is a handful of almonds or a piece of fruit with a small amount of yogurt. They're nutritious and keep me satisfied.
How do you manage stress and relaxation?
I manage stress through regular exercise, meditation, and making time for hobbies I enjoy. I also find that talking to friends helps me relax.
Do you prefer working out at the gym or at home?
I prefer working out at home because it's more convenient and allows me to exercise on my own schedule. However, I do enjoy the social aspect of the gym occasionally.
What's your favorite outdoor activity?
My favorite outdoor activity is hiking. I love exploring nature trails and enjoying the fresh air.
How do you track your fitness progress?
I track my fitness progress using a fitness app that records my workouts and monitors my progress. I also keep a journal of my achievements.
What's a fitness goal you're currently working towards?
I'm currently working towards improving my endurance by increasing the distance I run each week. I'm aiming to complete a 10K race later this year.
What's your favorite app on your phone?
My favorite app is Evernote. I use it to organize my notes, to-do lists, and ideas for projects.
How do you use technology in your daily life?
I use technology for various tasks, including managing my schedule, staying connected with others, and accessing information and entertainment.
Do you prefer Apple or Android products?
I prefer Apple products because of their seamless integration and user-friendly interface. However, I appreciate the customization options available with Android.
What's a tech gadget you can't live without?
A tech gadget I can't live without is my smartphone. It keeps me connected, helps me manage tasks, and provides entertainment on the go.
How do you stay updated with tech news?
I stay updated with tech news by following technology blogs, subscribing to newsletters, and watching tech-related YouTube channels.
Do you prefer online or offline communication?
I prefer online communication for convenience and speed. However, I value face-to-face interactions for more personal and meaningful conversations.
What's your favorite tech-related hobby?
My favorite tech-related hobby is tinkering with gadgets and exploring new apps. I enjoy discovering innovative tools and learning how they work.
How do you manage your screen time?
I manage my screen time by setting limits for recreational use and taking regular breaks. I also use features on my phone to monitor and control usage.
What's a tech trend you're excited about?
I'm excited about advancements in artificial intelligence and how it's being integrated into everyday applications, from virtual assistants to smart home devices.
How do you keep your devices secure?
I keep my devices secure by using strong, unique passwords, enabling two-factor authentication, and regularly updating my software to protect against security threats.
Hey Jamie, it's finally Friday. How do you usually spend your free time on weekends?
Hi Alex. I love spending my weekends relaxing and doing things I enjoy. On Saturdays, I often go for a walk in the park. How about you?
That sounds nice. I usually watch movies or read books. What kind of books do you like to read?
I like mystery novels and adventure stories. They keep me excited and engaged. Do you have a favorite movie genre?
I enjoy action movies and comedies. They help me unwind after a busy week. Do you watch movies often?
Yes, I do. I try to watch a movie every week. Do you prefer watching movies at home or going to the cinema?
I prefer watching movies at home because it's more comfortable. But sometimes, I enjoy the experience of going to the cinema. What do you like to do when you're not watching movies?
I enjoy cooking and trying out new recipes. It's a fun way to be creative. Do you like cooking?
I do, but I don't cook as often as I'd like. I usually make simple meals. What's your favorite dish to cook?
I love making homemade pizza. It's delicious, and you can add whatever toppings you like. What's your favorite meal?
I really like pasta dishes. They're easy to make and taste great. Do you have any hobbies besides cooking?
Yes, I also like painting and drawing. It's relaxing and helps me express myself. Do you have any hobbies?
I enjoy playing the guitar. It's a fun way to relax and make music. How long have you been painting?
I've been painting for about 5 years. It started as a hobby and became something I really enjoy. How long have you been playing the guitar?
I've been playing the guitar for about 3 years. I started taking lessons a while back. Do you have a favorite painting you've done?
Yes, I have a painting of a sunset that I really like. It's very colorful. What's your favorite song to play on the guitar?
I like playing classic rock songs. They're energetic and fun. Do you listen to music while painting?
Yes, I do. Music helps me focus and makes painting more enjoyable. What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to a mix of rock, pop, and classical music. It depends on my mood. Do you have a favorite band or artist?
I really like the Beatles. Their music is timeless and always makes me happy. Do you play any other instruments?
No, just the guitar. But I've thought about learning the piano. Have you ever tried playing a different instrument?
I've tried playing the drums before. It was fun, but I decided to stick with painting. Do you enjoy listening to live music?
Yes, I do. Going to concerts is a great experience. Have you ever been to a concert?
Yes, I went to a concert last year. It was amazing to see my favorite band live. What was the best concert you've been to?
I saw a famous rock band a few years ago. It was an unforgettable experience. Do you have any plans for this weekend?
I'm thinking of visiting a museum or taking a day trip to the countryside. What about you?
I might just stay at home and relax. Maybe catch up on some reading. Do you like visiting museums?
Yes, I enjoy them. It's interesting to learn about art and history. What's the last book you read?
I read a science fiction novel recently. It was quite exciting. Do you read books often?
Yes, I try to read at least one book a month. It's a great way to escape and enjoy a good story. Do you have a favorite author?
I really like Stephen King. His books are always gripping. Do you have a favorite book?
I love To Kill a Mockingbird. It's a classic and has a powerful message. What do you like to do when the weather is nice?
I like going for bike rides or having a picnic in the park. Do you have any outdoor activities you enjoy?
I love hiking and exploring nature. It's a great way to stay active and relax. What's your favorite season?
I enjoy summer because of the warm weather and long days. Do you have a favorite season?
I like autumn. The cool weather and colorful leaves are beautiful. Do you prefer spending time indoors or outdoors?
I like both, but I usually spend more time indoors. How about you?
I enjoy being outdoors when the weather is nice. It's refreshing. Do you have any pets?
Yes, I have a dog. He's very playful. Do you have any pets?
I have a cat. She's very calm and loves to sleep. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a golden retriever. He's very friendly and energetic. What's your cat's name?
Her name is Bella. She's very affectionate. Do you like to play with your dog?
Yes, we play fetch in the park. It's a great way for both of us to get exercise. Do you play with your cat?
Yes, I play with Bella using toys like feathers and lasers. She loves it. What's your favorite way to relax?
I enjoy watching TV shows or listening to music. It helps me unwind. What do you do to relax?
I like reading a good book or taking a warm bath. It's very soothing. Do you prefer watching TV shows or movies?
I prefer TV shows because I can watch them in episodes. Do you have a favorite TV show?
I really enjoy Friends. It's funny and has great characters. What's your favorite TV show?
I like Breaking Bad. It's intense and well written. Do you like to binge watch TV shows?
Sometimes, especially if I'm really into a show. Do you have any favorite hobbies you'd like to try?
I'd love to try photography. It seems like a great way to capture moments. Is there a hobby you'd like to pick up?
I'd like to learn how to play the piano. It would be fun to make music. Do you enjoy trying new activities?
Yes, I do. It's exciting to learn something new. Do you like to travel?
Yes, I love traveling and exploring new places. What's your favorite travel destination?
Yes, I do. It's exciting to learn something new. Do you like to travel?
I went to Tokyo last year. It was an amazing experience with so much to see and do. Do you like to plan your trips in advance?
Yes, I like to have a plan, but I also enjoy leaving some time for spontaneous activities. How do you plan your trips?
I usually research the destination and make a list of places to visit. It helps me make the most of my trip. Do you like trying new foods when you travel?
Absolutely. Trying local cuisine is one of my favorite parts of traveling. Do you have a favorite food you tried on your travels?
I tried some delicious sushi in Tokyo. It was fresh and flavorful. What's the most interesting food you've had?
I had a unique dish in Spain called paella. It was a mix of rice, seafood, and spices. Do you enjoy cooking food from different cultures?
Yes, I like experimenting with recipes from around the world. It's fun to recreate different dishes at home. Do you like to eat out at restaurants?
Yes, I enjoy trying new restaurants and cuisines. It's a nice treat. Do you have a favorite restaurant?
There's a cozy Italian restaurant I love. They have the best pasta. What's your favorite type of restaurant?
I really enjoy Mexican restaurants. The flavors are always so vibrant. Do you like to go out for meals often?
Not too often, but I like to go out once in a while. It's a nice change from cooking at home. Do you have any weekend rituals?
I like to have a relaxing morning with a good breakfast and coffee. It sets a positive tone for the day. Do you have any weekend routines?
I enjoy starting my weekend with a walk and a leisurely brunch. It's a great way to unwind. What do you like to do on lazy days?
I like to have a relaxing morning with a good breakfast and coffee. It sets a positive tone for the day. Do you have any weekend routines?
I love staying in and catching up on my favorite shows or doing some light gardening. It's a perfect way to relax.
Welcome to English for Everyone. I'm Maddie, and today we have a very special program where we'll be speaking with some wonderful elderly individuals who will share their life lessons and advice. Our goal is to learn from their experiences and gain valuable insights. Let's start by meeting our first guest. Good afternoon, Mr. Johnson. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm doing well, thank you. It's great to be here.
We're honored to have you. If you don't mind, may I ask you a few questions about your life experiences?
Of course, please go ahead.
What is one of the most important lessons you've learned in life?
One of the most important lessons I've learned is the value of patience. Throughout my life, I've found that taking the time to think things through and not rushing decisions often leads to better outcomes. Patience has helped me in both my personal and professional life.
That's valuable advice. How did you develop this patience over the years?
Patience is something that developed gradually for me. Early in my career, I was very eager and sometimes impulsive. Over time, through experience and reflection, I realized that taking a step back and giving things time to unfold naturally was much more effective.
Can you share an experience where patience made a difference in your life?
Certainly, there was a time when I was working on a major project at work. I wanted to push through quickly to finish it, but I decided to take my time and ensure everything was done correctly. In the end, that patience paid off with a successful project and a lot of appreciation from my colleagues.
Wonderful. What advice would you give to young people today?
Certainly, there was a time when I was working on a major project at work. I wanted to push through quickly to finish it, but I decided to take my time and ensure everything was done correctly. In the end, that patience paid off with a successful project and a lot of appreciation from my colleagues.
Thank you for that. Let's move on to our next guest. Hello, Mrs. Davis. It's a pleasure to meet you. How are you doing today?
Hello. I'm doing very well, thank you. It's lovely to be here.
We're delighted to have you. If it's all right, may I ask you some questions about your life experiences?
Absolutely, go ahead.
What has been one of the biggest challenges you faced, and how did you overcome it?
One of the biggest challenges I faced was moving to a new country for my husband's job. It was a difficult transition, leaving behind family and friends. However, I overcame it by embracing the new culture, making new friends, and staying positive. It taught me resilience and adaptability.
That sounds like a significant challenge. How did you stay positive during that time?
I stayed positive by focusing on the opportunities that came with the move. I joined local clubs and activities, which helped me build a new support system and make the most of the situation. Keeping a positive mindset was key to adjusting well.
What life lesson did you learn from this experience?
I learned that adaptability is crucial. Life often throws unexpected changes our way, and being flexible and open to new experiences can lead to personal growth and new opportunities.
Excellent advice. Do you have any words of wisdom for today's generation?
My advice is to always keep learning and growing. Whether it's through formal education, personal interests, or life experiences, continuous learning helps you adapt to changes and enrich your life.
Thank you for sharing that. Now, let's welcome our final guest. Good evening, Mr. Thompson. It's great to have you with us. How are you today?
Good evening. I'm doing well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
We're glad you could join us. May I ask you a few questions about your life?
Certainly, feel free to ask.
What has been the most rewarding experience of your life?
The most rewarding experience of my life has been mentoring young people. Seeing them grow and succeed has brought me immense satisfaction. It's fulfilling to know that I've had a positive impact on their lives.
That's inspiring. How did you get involved in mentoring?
I started mentoring through a local community program. I was initially just looking to give back to the community, but I found that mentoring young people was incredibly rewarding. It allowed me to share my experiences and help guide them through their own challenges.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to start mentoring?
My advice would be to approach mentoring with an open heart and genuine interest in the mentee's growth. It's important to listen actively, offer support, and provide guidance based on your own experiences. Patience and empathy are key.
Wonderful advice. What do you believe is the key to a successful and fulfilling life?
I believe the key to a successful and fulfilling life is finding a balance between pursuing your passions and maintaining meaningful relationships. Both aspects contribute to a sense of purpose and happiness.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to share my thoughts.
And thank you to our guests today for sharing their invaluable life lessons and advice. We hope you found this program inspiring. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe to English for Everyone. See you next time. I just wanted to take a moment to say a huge thank you for joining me today. Your support means the world to me, and I'm so grateful to have each one of you as part of our English conversation family. If you enjoyed our chat and found it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video with your friends. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss out on our next conversation. Remember, we're all in this together, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep shining.
Hi everyone, welcome back to English for Everyone. Today, we're going to have a conversation about self-introduction. I'm Sarah, and joining me is John. Hi John, how are you?
Hi Sarah, I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. So, let's get started. Could you please tell our viewers a bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm John, I'm 26 years old, and I work as a software developer. I've been in this field for about 4 years. How about you, Sarah?
I'm Sarah, I'm 24 years old, and I'm currently studying computer science. It's nice to meet you, John. What made you choose a career in software development?
I've always been interested in technology and problem solving, which led me to software development. What about you? What inspired you to study computer science?
I've always enjoyed working with computers and creating new things, so studying computer science seemed like a natural choice. Where did you grow up, John?
I grew up in Chicago. What about you, Sarah? Where are you from?
I'm from a small town in Vermont. It's quite different from Chicago. Have you lived in Chicago your whole life?
No, I moved to Chicago for college, but I was born and raised in a nearby suburb. What about you? Have you always lived in Vermont?
I've lived in Vermont my whole life, but I moved to Boston for college. Do you have any hobbies or interests outside of work?
Yes, I enjoy playing basketball and hiking on the weekends. What do you like to do in your free time?
I love reading novels and playing video games. Do you have any favorite basketball teams?
I'm a big fan of the Chicago Bulls. Do you have a favorite video game?
I really enjoy playing strategy games like Civilization VI. Can you tell me more about your job as a software developer?
Sure. I work on designing and developing software applications for various clients. It's challenging but rewarding. What about your studies? What are you focusing on in computer science?
I'm currently focusing on mobile app development. It's a lot of fun to create apps that people can use. Do you have any favorite programming languages?
I really like working with Python and JavaScript. How about you? What languages are you learning?
I'm learning Java and Swift for app development. Do you have any favorite projects you've worked on?
Yes, I worked on a project for a nonprofit organization that helped improve their donation system. What's a project you're particularly proud of?
I'm proud of a mobile app one developed for a campus event that helped students stay informed about activities. Do you have any favorite tech companies?
I'm a fan of Google for their innovative technologies. Do you have a favorite tech company or developer?
I really admire Apple for their sleek design and user experience. Do you like to follow any tech blogs or news sources?
Yes, I regularly read TechCrunch and Wired. How about you?
I like to follow The Verge and Ars Technica. Do you enjoy traveling?
Yes, I love traveling and exploring new places. I recently visited Japan. Have you traveled anywhere interesting?
I've been to a few countries in Europe, including France and Italy. Do you have any travel plans coming up?
I'm planning a trip to Australia next year. What about you? Any upcoming travel plans?
I'm hoping to visit Canada sometime soon. Do you have any favorite travel destinations?
I really enjoyed my trip to Japan. The culture and food were amazing. Do you have a favorite destination?
I loved my time in Paris. The history and architecture were incredible. How do you usually like to spend your weekends?
I usually spend my weekends playing sports or going on hikes. What do you like to do on weekends?
I like to relax with a good book or catch up on my favorite TV shows. Do you have any favorite books or authors?
I enjoy reading books by Malcolm Gladwell. Do you have a favorite author or genre?
I'm a big fan of historical fiction, and one of my favorite authors is Ken Follett. Do you have any favorite TV shows?
I really like Breaking Bad and Stranger Things. What about you? Any favorite shows?
I'm a fan of Game of Thrones and The Crown. How do you stay motivated in your work?
I stay motivated by setting personal goals and seeing the impact of my work on clients. How do you stay motivated in your studies?
I stay motivated by setting milestones and rewarding myself when I achieve them. It was great talking to you, John.
It was great talking to you too, Sarah. Thanks for sharing. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I just wanted to take a moment to say a huge thank you for joining me today. Your support means the world to me, and I'm so grateful to have each one of you as part of our English conversation family. If you enjoyed our chat and found it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video with your friends. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss out on our next conversation. Remember, we're all in this together, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep shining.
Hello everyone, and welcome to English for Everyone. I'm John, and today we're diving into an important topic that many of us face: improving our English speaking skills. Whether you're just starting out or looking to polish your fluency, we've got you covered.
Hi there. I'm Alex, and I have to admit, I'm a bit nervous about speaking English. I often find myself stumbling over words and feeling unsure about how to communicate effectively.
It's great to have you here, Alex. Don't worry, it's perfectly normal to feel this way. Today, we're going to explore some useful tips and tricks that can really help boost your confidence when speaking English. Ready to get started?
Absolutely. I really appreciate your help. What's the best way to start overcoming this fear?
That's a fantastic question. To begin with, it's important to practice regularly. Engaging in daily conversations, even if they're short, can help build your confidence.
That makes sense. But what if I feel too nervous to speak, even during practice?
It's common to feel nervous. A great way to manage this is to start with familiar topics. Talk about things you're passionate about or know well. This can make the conversation feel more comfortable and less intimidating.
I often freeze when I don't know how to express my thoughts. How can I improve in this area?
One effective strategy is to expand your vocabulary. Learn new words and phrases daily, and try to use them in sentences. Additionally, practicing with simple sentences and gradually adding complexity can help you express your thoughts more clearly.
What about listening skills? How do they fit into speaking practice?
Listening is crucial. It helps you understand how native speakers use the language and can improve your pronunciation and rhythm. Try to listen to English podcasts, watch movies, or engage in conversations to enhance your listening skills.
Can you give me some tips on how to sound more natural when speaking English?
Certainly. One tip is to mimic native speakers. Pay attention to their intonation, stress, and rhythm. Practice speaking out loud by repeating phrases or sentences. It also helps to use common expressions and idioms to sound more natural.
How can I overcome the fear of making mistakes?
Mistakes are a natural part of learning. Embrace them as opportunities to improve. Try to shift your focus from fearing mistakes to learning from them. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, and it's a normal part of the learning process.
What role does pronunciation play in effective communication?
Pronunciation is very important because it affects how well others understand you. Practice difficult sounds and intonation patterns, and consider working with a language coach or using pronunciation apps to improve.
How often should I practice speaking English to see improvement?
Consistency is key. Aim for at least 15 to 30 minutes of speaking practice each day. The more you practice, the more comfortable you will become. Even short, daily practice sessions can make a big difference.
Are there any exercises that can help with speaking fluency?
Yes, try exercises like shadowing, where you repeat after a speaker, or engaging in role plays. These activities can help improve your fluency and make you feel more at ease when speaking.
How can I find speaking partners or groups to practice with?
There are many ways to find speaking partners. You can join language exchange groups online, participate in conversation clubs, or use language learning apps that connect you with other learners and native speakers.
Is it helpful to record myself speaking English?
Recording yourself can be very helpful. It allows you to listen to your pronunciation, identify areas for improvement, and track your progress over time. It's a great way to become more aware of your speaking skills.
What about using English in everyday situations? How can I integrate it into my daily life?
Look for opportunities to use English in your daily routine. For example, try to think in English, label items in your home with their English names, or write a journal in English. These small changes can help you practice more naturally.
Are there specific techniques for speaking confidently in public or formal settings?
Practice your speeches or presentations in front of a mirror or with a friend. Work on your body language and pacing. Preparing thoroughly and visualizing a successful outcome can also boost your confidence in formal settings.
How can I stay motivated to keep practicing?
Set clear goals and reward yourself for achieving them. Keep track of your progress and celebrate small victories. Staying engaged with interesting content, such as movies or books, can also help keep you motivated.
Can you suggest any online resources or apps that are particularly useful for speaking practice?
Absolutely. Apps like Duolingo, HelloTalk, and Tandem are great for practicing speaking with native speakers. Websites like Conversation Exchange and italki also offer opportunities to connect with language partners and tutors.
What should I do if I feel stuck or plateau in my speaking progress?
If you feel stuck, try changing up your practice routine. Explore new topics, seek feedback from others, or focus on specific areas that need improvement. Sometimes, a fresh approach can reignite your progress.
How important is it to understand cultural nuances in English communication?
Understanding cultural nuances can enhance your communication skills. It helps you better grasp the context and subtleties of conversations. Engaging with English media and interacting with diverse speakers can improve your cultural awareness.
Can practicing English with different accents be beneficial?
Yes, practicing with different accents can be beneficial. It helps you become more adaptable and improves your listening skills. Just make sure to focus on understanding the main ideas and not getting caught up in every detail.
What are some common mistakes learners make when speaking English, and how can I avoid them?
Common mistakes include overusing certain phrases, mispronouncing words, or not using proper grammar. To avoid these, practice regularly, seek feedback, and be mindful of areas where you often make errors.
How can I build a habit of practicing English consistently?
Establish a routine that fits into your daily schedule. Set aside specific times for practice and make it a non-negotiable part of your day. Consistency is key to developing a habit.
What should I focus on if I want to improve both speaking and listening skills simultaneously?
Focus on activities that integrate both skills, such as participating in conversations, listening to and repeating dialogues, or engaging in interactive language exercises. This holistic approach will benefit both areas.
How can I make speaking practice more enjoyable?
Incorporate activities you enjoy, such as talking about hobbies, playing language games, or discussing interesting topics. Making practice fun can help maintain your enthusiasm and motivation.
Are there any specific strategies for speaking confidently in public or formal settings?
Practice your speeches or presentations in front of a mirror or with a friend. Work on your body language and pacing. Preparing thoroughly and visualizing a successful outcome can also boost your confidence in formal settings.
How can I measure my improvement in speaking English?
Keep track of your progress through self-assessment, such as recording yourself and comparing it over time. Seek feedback from others and set specific goals to gauge your improvement.
What final advice would you give to someone struggling with speaking English?
Keep practicing, stay positive, and be patient with yourself. Everyone progresses at their own pace, and persistence is key. Celebrate your achievements and keep pushing forward. Thank you so much, Alex, for joining us today and sharing your concerns. I hope these tips will help you feel more confident in your English speaking journey.
Thank you for all the helpful advice. I feel more motivated to practice and improve.
And thank you to our audience for tuning in. If you found this discussion helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to English for Everyone. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel, English for Everyone. Today, we have a special guest who will help us explore some fascinating and funny questions. Let's dive into this fun and informative conversation. Hi there. Are you ready to start?
Hi, John. I'm ready and excited to answer your questions.
Great. Let's jump right in. Here's our first question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I would choose the power to teleport. Imagine being able to visit any place instantly. It would save so much time and avoid traffic jams.
What's the most unusual food you've ever tried?
I once tried fried tarantulas. It was crunchy and not as scary as it sounds.
If you could meet any historical figure, who would it be and what would you ask them?
I'd like to meet Albert Einstein and ask him about his theory of relativity. I'd also love to know if he ever got bored of being a genius.
What's your favorite book and why do you love it?
My favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird. I love it because it deals with serious themes, but also has memorable characters and an important message about justice.
Can you explain a scientific concept you find interesting in a simple way?
Sure. Gravity is like an invisible force that pulls everything towards the ground. It's why we don't float off into space.
If you had to live in a different era, which one would you choose?
I'd choose the 1960s. It was a time of great music, cool fashion, and significant social change.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you?
Once, I walked into a glass door at a cafe. Everyone laughed, and I had to pretend I was fine, even though it was pretty painful.
If you could have dinner with 3 celebrities, who would they be?
I'd choose Oprah Winfrey, David Attenborough, and Ryan Reynolds. Oprah for her inspiring stories, Attenborough for his nature knowledge, and Reynolds for his humor.
What's a hobby you have that most people don't know about?
I'm really into collecting vintage postcards. It's like having a little piece of history in your hands.
What's the most interesting place you've ever visited?
I visited the pyramids of Egypt. Standing next to those ancient structures was truly awe-inspiring.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza. It's versatile and delicious, with so many different toppings to choose from.
What's one skill you wish you had?
I wish I could play the guitar. Music is such a powerful way to express yourself.
What's the funniest joke you know?
Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts.
If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be?
I'd switch lives with a professional athlete to experience the excitement and challenges of their daily life.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Don't worry about things you can't control. It helps me stay focused on what I can change.
What's the most creative thing you've ever done?
I once built a life-sized robot costume out of cardboard boxes for a Halloween party. It was a huge hit.
If you could have a conversation with your future self, what would you ask?
I'd ask if everything turned out okay and if I made the right choices in life.
What's something you're really good at but don't often get to show off?
I'm really good at solving Rubik's Cubes quickly. It's a fun trick to surprise people with.
What's a movie you can watch over and over again without getting tired of it?
The Princess Bride. It's full of adventure, romance, and great humor.
If you were an inventor, what would you create?
I'd invent a gadget that could instantly organize your room. It would make cleaning up so much easier.
What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
I once dreamed I was a superhero fighting giant chickens. It was bizarre, but oddly entertaining.
What's one thing you've always wanted to learn but haven't yet?
I'd love to learn how to cook French cuisine. It seems so sophisticated and delicious.
What's a tradition in your country that you find interesting?
In my country, we have a festival where people throw colorful powders at each other. It's a joyful and vibrant celebration.
What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you at work or school?
During a presentation, I accidentally played the wrong slideshow. It had hilarious cat memes instead of my project.
If you could live in any fictional world, where would it be and why?
I'd live in Hogwarts from Harry Potter. Magic and adventure would make every day exciting.
What's a common misconception people have about you?
People often think I'm serious because I'm quiet, but I'm actually quite playful and love jokes.
What's your favorite way to relax after a long day?
I enjoy watching funny videos online and having a nice cup of tea. It helps me unwind.
What's a goal you're currently working towards?
I'm working on improving my public speaking skills. It's challenging but rewarding.
What's something you find surprisingly satisfying?
Organizing my bookshelf by color. It looks beautiful and gives me a sense of accomplishment.
What's a historical event you wish you could have witnessed?
I'd love to have seen the moon landing in 1969. It was a monumental achievement for humanity.
What's the best meal you've ever had?
A homemade lasagna from my grandmother. It was delicious and filled with love.
If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. It's a timeless classic with so many different musical styles.
What's a fun fact about you that not many people know?
I once met a famous actor at a book signing and had a brief but memorable chat with them.
What's a habit you've recently picked up?
I've started practicing yoga every morning. It helps me stay flexible and calm.
What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
I went skydiving last year. The freefall was exhilarating and unforgettable.
What's your favorite season and why?
I love autumn because of the cool weather, colorful leaves, and cozy sweaters.
What's something you find inspiring?
I'm inspired by people who overcome great challenges to achieve their dreams. Their stories are motivating.
What's your go-to comfort food?
Macaroni and cheese. It's warm, cheesy, and always makes me feel better.
What's a personal achievement you're proud of?
I'm proud of finishing a marathon. It was tough, but I proved to myself that I could do it.
What's the best vacation you've ever had?
A trip to Japan. The culture, food, and sights were incredible and memorable.
What's the most surprising thing you've learned recently?
I learned that honey never spoils. Archaeologists have even found edible honey in ancient Egyptian tombs.
I just wanted to take a moment to say a huge thank you for joining me today. Your support means the world to me, and I'm so grateful to have each one of you as part of our English conversation family. If you enjoyed our chat and found it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video with your friends. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss out on our next conversation. Remember, we're all in this together, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep shining.